Hi, so here is my YouTube vlog about Hermetics, and I decided I'm going to talk about initiation into Hermetics. Pardon me if I seem nervous or stumble a little bit. I'm trying a new camera option and getting familiar with the YouTube kind of interface. So first I wanted to talk about Franz Bardon, who wrote 3 incredible books that have practical exercises for your magical development, including Initiation into Hermetics, Practice of Magical Evocation, and Key to the True Quabbalah. And this shelf right here is mostly my Franz Bardon Hermetics related stuff. So there are several different publishers, probably about 3 or so, that have published his books throughout time, and he published his books like I think in the 1950s and they have been translated into English. So here is an example of the marker version of Initiation into Hermetics. Do I have the other one? Yes. So this one is I think the Ruberg version. And then Practice of Magical Evocation. This one has to do with spirit invocation, evocation, whether it's in what's called the zone girdling of the earth or planetary intelligences and spirits. So for example, there will be seals of different spirits that you can contact. And then also Key to the True Quabbalah, which is using 3-point concentration of sound, color, and sensation of different energy signatures, but via what's called letters that have different effects in the different planes. So Franz Bardon's system is one system for developing oneself as a magician or an adept. Now, if you are exposed to and familiar with different esoteric systems around the world, there are many ways to become an adept or develop heightened, evolved spiritual abilities, senses, and things like this. You probably are familiar with this, for example, in martial arts films and them flying through trees, or legends of Tibetan Buddhists who can make things materialize. You can also find these different inner arts in different religions, whether it's Hinduism, Islam, Judaism, Christianity, Buddhism, Taoism, and things like that. So as a Westerner, Franz Bardon's system is great if you are not in a situation where you can go and train with a master one-on-one or a teacher. It is kind of a self-initiatory path where you work on developing yourself physically, astrally, and mentally in what's called your 3 different bodies. So your physical body, your astral body, and your mental body. And these are different exercises that you learn to do, like concentration or working with the 4 elements. And then it goes on to more and more advanced techniques so that you can kind of develop yourself, round out yourself, refine yourself, and also kind of as a byproduct there are spiritual abilities that may come to pass. Now within Hermetics there is kind of so much that you can learn and take from it. So within the Franz Bardon system in the book Initiation into Hermetics, you are first kind of getting the groundwork down. You are going through exercises. It's kind of like high school training. And then with his next 2 books, Practice of Magical Evocation and Key to the True Quabbalah, these are like master's degrees and PhDs. And typically it is advised that after you finish Initiation to Hermetics, you go into PME, Practice of Magical Evocation, or KTQ, Key to the True Quabbalah. However, you actually can kind of begin either one. Some people only do KTQ. Some people go through PME before going to KTQ. But within each of these, then you can develop specialties as a magician. For example, within Practice of Magical Evocation, you can decide to contact all spirits and work with all of them. You can just do an initiatory introduction, get to know them, learn from them. You can decide to study and cultivate a deep relationship with particular spirits. And these different spirits have many different kind of specialties. So depending on what you're interested in, like if you are a doctor or you're into medicine and healing, if you are focused on Quabbalah, if you are a blacksmith, if you are an author or an artist, there may be spirits in here that you may be more interested in working with. And in Key to the True Quabbalah, similarly, there are certain energy signatures that you might have an innate resonance and aptitude for. However, you can try to have more an expansive education and work through all the letters. So sometimes you can become a generalist or a specialist, and it's really up to you what you want to do from here. Some fun things, some of these books I have were previously owned by Franz Bardon. So you can kind of see his name stamped there. So if you are interested in magic, esoterica, magical development, Franz Bardon is a great option for you, particularly if you don't want to be involved with lodges or orders or kind of drama and politics that can come with those sometimes. Also, Initiation into Hermetics and all of the other books are self-paced. So one thing I love about that is your development is in your own hands. So with certain orders or teachers, you might have to wait a year or a certain time before you can go to the next stage. Within Initiation into Hermetics and all of the Franz Bardon training, you are kind of your teacher and student. You have to monitor your progress and determine when you can go to the next step. However, there's also a large community for Franz Bardon students, whether it's on Facebook or Discord or other places. I've met some really great people through the Franz Bardon system. And there's a lot of information out there, whether it's on YouTube, blogs, articles. You can see different people's approaches and things they're doing and interpretations and practices. So it's really great time with the current development of technology where people can kind of share these things, because typically the Hermetics system and in Initiation into Hermetics, Franz Bardon talks about one of the 4 pillars of Solomon being silence. And typically you should keep your magical development and experiences silent. However, there are several public Bardonists that may feel called to share something for one reason or another. So I'm sure you've seen some of them on YouTube. And one thing that I really like about the Franz Bardon system, besides kind of the thing I mentioned about it being self-initiatory, is it allows you to kind of gain an understanding of the microcosm, your physical body, being a reflection of the macrocosm and your own relationship as a microcosm to the macrocosm, because you learn to work with the 4 elements. You learn to distinguish the different planes of existence and kind of your involvement and relationship and engagement with them. You can work with the planetary energies as I have and learn more about their kind of influence within the cosmos, or also travel extrasolar out of the solar system, say via mental wandering, and kind of apprehend different aspects of this creation. And you, for example, like going into Akasha too, or Providence, non-dual light, you really start to get exposure and understanding of the clockwork of the universe, hands-on, not just theoretically, through your personal experience that you gain through your training and application as you develop magically. So that's another great thing about it, especially kind of as a Western mystery tradition as we kind of observe these things about the different kingdoms, the different levels of reality. Within the initiation into Hermetics, you begin to get hands-on experience with these different facets of the clockwork of the universe. I will make more videos eventually on different subjects and related subjects, but I just wanted to put out this initial introductory video on Franz Bardon. Take care. Bye.